weekday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Give my honest thoughts on how that project is being ran. Quick shout out. I was supposed to be at the beach today, go to the lake, but instead we stayed home. We're going tomorrow, spending the night. Booyah, which means I'm here checking out SCP The Boardgame Confidential Crisis, which is wrapping up very, very soon, I do believe. 6 days left, so less than 1 week left. $91,000. Creeping up on 100,000 at 5.5 thousand people signed up pre-launch. They wanted to be interested in it and converted 494. Is that a good number? I love the fact GameFound shows us that number. I think that's such a fascinating number to look at, and it looks roundabout right. Looking at the main image, I see a big box. I see minis. I don't even know what that thing is, so maybe we should zoom in or not have it at all. I'm like legit. I'm going to zoom in. I just straightened my glasses. I think it's a like a dice cup. I don't know. If I can't tell what is on your main image, it's not a good sign. What is that? I'm sure when we zoom in, we'll find out, but right now, no clue. Diving to an exhilarating board game crafted for 2 to 4 players, drawn from the SCP Foundation universe. Take command for your journey as you level up your security level and sharpen your character skill to target powerful SCPs. I don't know what SCPs are, but it doesn't matter. I love board games. I love big boxes full of plastic, so I should be interested in this game. At first glance, am I? No, it looks incredibly generic, and you haven't done anything here at all to set yourself apart, aside from if I know what SCP is. That's the first image. No, that's not the first. So here we go. Relaunch trailer. Let's go. Okay, unboxing it. There's miniatures. A nice insert. This looks like... So it looks like either their factory is super duper cool and was like, yeah, we'll wear this mask and we'll shoot this video for you and send you the B-roll, so that way we don't have to send it for China, or they sent them an early pre-press copy pretty much to check out, you know, make sure everything looks good, the rules look good and everything. But either way, looking at this video, which is odd, that is this the first video they want me to see? I gotta reload this page, because this doesn't feel like it's the first video. Typically, you're not just going to show me an unboxing video. Not saying it's a bad... Wait, this is a different video. No, it's the same one. Nope, that's a different video. Okay, which one do you want me to watch first, GameFound? I don't know, because I want to get, like, because legitimately, they put one of these videos first that they want me to watch, and I can't figure it out, because GameFound just does the auto-scroll feature. Dear God, please get rid of it. So the first thing they want me to see is this generic picture. That's surely not right. Why does it scroll past it? Look, okay, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for the generic picture. There's that black thing. I don't know what it is. You've zoomed in on it so much now that I don't know. I had the exact opposite problem before. I couldn't see what it is, and now you've zoomed in so far. I still don't know what that is. And now it's not auto-scrolling. What is up with you, GameFound? That auto-scrolled, but then it went straight to the video. I am so... Okay, this is the trailer. Let's go. Weird. Okay. Painted miniatures?
All the SCP has been breached.
No. Ugh. That video is so bad. That video would have made you $1 million 12 years ago. For all the board gamers that don't know what SCP is, which is going to be the overwhelming majority of people who probably at some point peruse this page, you didn't tell me anything. You didn't tell me anything about the game aside from it has miniatures and it's got components. Now let's go into that other video where you unboxed it, because this video I think is at least better, because it's like, oh, there's the game. It's a real living full game. Make that player board look nice. Let's show me some cards. You have 51 seconds here, and I feel like we're using so much of it on things. Like, this is a great video to have. Don't get me wrong. I think bits of this spliced into your main video, fantastic. This on your page, hey, here's the pre-production sample, excellent. But just as like that, like, it's okay, so here's a gameplay animation. What? Okay, so this is the full box open. I don't think I need to see more. I get it. Components look nice. Thank you for not opening the cards so I can see the amount of text on them. Said no one. All right.
Containment breach. Anomalous threat level rising. Designation SCP-682.
You are the O5 Commander, the linchpin of the mobile task force. Your decisions will shape the course of fate.
Cards with words on them. I feel like this is the first time we've seen those. That's delightful. It's not just symbology, lots of text. I am immediately more excited by this one. God, stop the auto scroll! I hate you so much, Game Found. And it auto scrolled too. Why did it auto scroll too? Okay, that game looks fun. What was that? That looked familiar but different. Exploring, uncovering the world, there's tiles coming out, monsters on the tiles. Yes, this has been done hundreds of times over, but it's a great formula. Especially if it's an intellectual property I know and enjoy.
Each encounter with an SCP tests your resolve.
Why is it going so slow now? Oh, because you're getting me ready for a jump scare. Okay.
Every mission presents distinct objectives, offering you a fresh opportunity to triumph.
Wait, does the miniature, like, was that a mini that twisted in there and looks a different way? Like,
a fresh opportunity to...
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's the beef. That's what you focus on. You focus on interesting, unique mechanisms that are going to set you apart in a sea of hundreds of other games that look just like you. Okay, cool. The miniatures go into the stands, and you can actually see the way they are pointed. That's neat. Cool. Is it necessary? Is it functional? Who cares? It's nice. Spotlight what you have nice.
Cards and item cards promise surprising plot twists.
I see some. Yeah, look at that. Look at that player board. Tons to upgrade. I want to upgrade my guy.
Unknown SCP. Will you opt for containment?
It's a large, scantily clad man. Oh, he's got a skull, too.
Every choice bears weight.
Okay. I feel like between these three videos, there is a really, really spectacular video. However, separate, not... That's different. It's a very different thing. And so here's a playthrough. Cool. Love that. Don't think it needs to be here. Typically, industry standards say you put it down at the spot there, but GameFound gives the option to do it. Preview, neato. Okay. Great. Got it. After the video, do I want it? After your first video, no. After your second video, maybe. After your third video, yeah. I'm here to see what your price is, and it's not terrible. $120. Big box of plastic. I know it's not going to come to retail. Solid price. Like, especially if I'm a fan of the intellectual property, that's a very reasonable price. And if I'm not a fan of the intellectual property, I'm not immediately just, oh my gosh, that price is terrible, because I know it's a big box of plastic. That being said, the miniatures you showed were not... Like, I feel like if we're really splitting hairs here, the minis fans are not going to be necessarily impressed by the minis you showed off. It's important for you to understand where your miniatures stand in the ecosystem of minis. And I think some companies don't. I think it's just important to be self-aware about that sort of thing. Your miniatures look fine, but it's like, the price still feels a bit high, but I get why, right? We all get why. Plus, it's intellectual property. What was that? I had a ding. Oh, I got a Fiverr message. Okay, so this is the first thing. Dig Deep Gaming, let's double check that. Always want to check the track record, make sure they're not running from some terrible, horrible past on Kickstarter or something. I don't think this is them. Yeah, pretty sure that's not them. Okay. So, probably first-time publishers. Okay. Means I really want to see a rule booklet as well in here, but let's get into this story. 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes, 16 plus. All right. Should you contain the SCP, secure the world, or destroy it? So 105 euros. I'd also convert the currency there, but luckily they did it for you, so it's not a big deal. What's in the box? 110 millimeters. I'd still do inches. I know millimeters are the size that are standard, but more than half the people here are probably going to be from the United States of America. The model is currently being modified. Cool, I get it. So how many miniatures I get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, cool. We're in. Price feels very Kickstarter reasonable. Oh, and you have a playmat, no less. Those are the kind of things that'd be nice to spotlight. Did you spot? Was that playmat that thing that I couldn't really see well at all because at first it was so zoomed out and then you zoomed too far in? I don't think so because that thing was black and this is clearly white. So what was that? Hopefully eventually we'll get to what that black thing was. 35 plus miniatures, 200 cards, 4 player boards. Great. Great. I don't have a problem with that price. Kickstarter reasonable. Yes. Stretch goals. Okay. More SCP. Oh! It was a character. It was cool. So neat. More stuff for me to buy. Free on the first 48 hours. No, yeah, so it was. It's a character. Okay. D-Class Edition. Is it just 50? Is this an add-on or am I buying? Oh, so these are just add-ons. Why would I want the D-Class Edition? Why do I buy this? What's different about the D-Class edition to the F-Class? What was the F-Class? The 05 edition. Is that right? 05? Okay, we have the 05 edition and the D edition. I hope the next one is just as stupidly named. Can we get... I want it to just be no letters or numbers at all. Just the deluxe edition. Why? Okay, so it's just 2 pledges. Okay, cool. I'm sure maybe that's just thematic flavor on those. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt. I just don't know SCP. Yeah, you know me. The 05 edition will be exclusive to GameFound. Ah, this is what it is. The 05 edition will be exclusive to GameFound, and this edition will be priced higher in the retail market due to the large amounts of content, miniatures, and materials included. You know where would have been a good spot to put that? Up where you talked about it the first time. And then I would immediately know that, no, I don't want this 05 edition. This is going to be the normie edition that people are going to get after the fact because you are making a retail version. Ha, ha, ha. Because no one can just make a game anymore. When we launch, we have to have a game and then a retail version of the game and then a bunch of extra boxes that are mostly empty that are just going to be expansion content that we hopefully can fit into the big box, which inevitably is going to be a question that hopefully you answered in your FAQ, which you probably didn't. Until people asked. Prototype photo shoot, cool stuff. The acrylics, wow, there's acrylics in this game? I didn't know that. That looks nice. I like the acrylics better than the minis, personally. Especially if that's a cheaper... Is that the 05 game? Is the cheaper version have the acrylics? I wouldn't let people know that. Full open box, okay, I saw that earlier. Break your payment into installments. Nice, love the fact that's there. Gifts, stretch goals, SCPs, and expansions. Stretch goal SCPs. Okay. Half cat gift pack. Follow us before the campaign started. We'll be charged $18 if you want an additional pack. Or nice, once again, convert the currencies. Plague Doctor gift pack. Backing the project within the first 48 hours. Get you that. And then we have these. The SCP-323, the SCP-847. I'm assuming that's what they're named. And these are stretch goals. If we get enough money, then hey, everybody, we can make more. Oh, that's an interesting mini. You gotta assemble it. Yeah, these are, in my personal opinion, the worst kind of stretch goals. I mean, if you hit the, as a company, let me rephrase that. As a company, they're a smart business decision. They make selling things aftermarket way easier because you can be like, yeah, I can throw in these 2 expansions if you're willing to make this deal at conventions and whatnot. So I get it completely. It's a great thing for the health of your company. But consumer friendly? No. 2 more SCPs we had locked at $150,000 and $250,000. Okay. Here Be Dragons expansion. Oh, wow. Hey, thanks for throwing this in there. Just all willy-nilly. Where did this come from? Do we have to unlock this? Are these the 2 more? This just is... do I get this in my 05 edition? Or are you going to do that bullcrap where 48 hours left, you're going to have the all-comprehensive edition that everyone hates? Is that what we're going to do? Yeah, great. Thanks, Simon. Ooh, they are minis you have to assemble. I would be upfront about that, and I guess technically they're posting it here, so you could be like, oh yeah, we're upfront about it, but we're 17 minutes in, and I'm just now kind of inferring that. People want to know that stuff way earlier. 93 people bought the 05 edition. That doesn't feel like a great number when you have 500 backers, but that's not the one you want me to take, right? Yeah, that is the one you want me to take. 33 people took the D class. Oh, God. Did you have an early bird that just smashed? Oh, no, you have the Foundation edition. I'm glad I found out about this 18 minutes in. Thanks. Oh, and then there's, okay, retailer backer, fine. And yeah, 318 people. This is your featured pledge. God, why do people do that? And it's only a $35 price jump. It's not that big. Now, granted, you're still going to have the $300 edition with all the extra stupid. Oh, it's the world design. It's there. It's here. Yep, it's already there. 56 people. Good. At least you're not jerking people around. We know how much to get, but it's still... It just makes everything look phony. Like, I'm a wrestling fan, and when you do certain things in wrestling, it makes it look fake. And obviously, wrestling's fake. But you're not supposed to make it look like, yeah, hey, we might not get, like, you're not, I don't know. I'm not going to complain, because they are at least putting it here, and the 56 people took it. But it's still just like, hey, come back later and see if it's worth it. Hopefully we hit stuff. Yeah. It's better than the alternative, so I'm not going to complain anymore about it. However, I would have mentioned it way earlier. SCP Foundation, there's just, okay, just got random stuff, things, just cards, just jumping cards. I'd love a rule booklet. That'd be nice. Love the shipping information. Granted, I can probably get it down here. Just the simple click. Yep, shipping in Texas, so I can't even complain that much about it. But this organization, not great. What's up with the audio? Sounds like you are a mile away from the mic, but still hits screechy peaks. Ah, thank you so much for letting me know that, Biodelic. I do apologize. Hopefully that fixed it right there. I've been rearranging everything in my basement at the moment. I've literally taken all. There's so many pictures. I can just talk through them. I have taken over 2,000 games off my shelf and rearranged them into what their proper mechanisms are. So I can start making videos of like, here's my top 5 deck building games. And here's my top 5 area control games. But man, with someone with allergies, moving thousands of games you haven't touched in nearly a decade really messes you up. What is this? What the hell are we doing here? Different themes, different modes. What is this? I feel like we just stumbled onto something I should have known about, I don't know, 15 minutes ago. Which feature various SCP scenarios, each theme or story allows players. And also, please let me know if that did improve the mic quality. If not, I can mess with stuff in OBS as well. Different SCP themes provide, and you know what? It might be because my daughter put my chair down to cut my hair, so I'm actually lower than normal. I wonder if that could be it too. I've lowered it by like 7 inches. January 2026. Here's the game. Cool. The roadmap. Translation: 5 additional languages. Wow. Cart in front of the horse. That is so much. Actually, you know what? If they're all in the rule book, I don't have a problem with it. That's one of those things that really I feel like is not done nearly as much, and it used to be done a lot more prevalently in the 2000s and 2010s. Back before Kickstarter really started to explode, was you'd get a rule booklet, and there'd be 3 or 4 languages into it because, you know, it's nice. September, and plus, it's always the best feeling when you're like, oh god, this rule booklet's so long, and you're like, oh no, it's 3 languages? It's not actually that long? I love that feeling. All right, shipping. Thanks for not converting it. So $17. So the D class, that's not what I want. I want the $21, so it's $141, but it's actually more like $150-ish with the conversion. It doesn't feel great. As an if I'm an SCP fan, maybe, but I still like. There's a gameplay video. That's great. Rule booklet. Oh, hey, rule booklet. And a demo tabletop simulator. Way to bury this. Clarification on AI usage. We didn't. Okay, neat. Let's check out the rule booklet. Half cat theme PDF. Compressed PDF. Really, honestly, with these, I just like to see how many pages there are. And at 30, that's scary. Oh my god. That is so scary. I'm immediately taking away 1/3 of a point grade just on principle here, because I like to look good in the future when I come back and it's like, oh, I didn't give it a great grade. 30 pages for a 60-minute game? Excuse me? That means you're being incredibly redundant, your game is incredibly fidgety, or you just have an insane amount of unnecessary artwork in there, or the 5 languages. Oh, the 5 languages. Oh, tell me it's 5 languages. The rules are only 6 pages. Well, that would be delightful. Wow, that is wait, where did I just went away? That was a lot of pages for the components. Okay, whatever. Yeah, we're okay. Holy, you don't. This is okay. That was the longest component area I've ever seen. Question mark? Do you need 6 pages to showcase your components? If you showcase your component area for 6 pages, you had better have an A++ rule booklet, or else the average person, when they get your game, will be like, why, dear God, did you not use all that extra space to help me learn the game? Just saying. Oh, we're not done here. We're still talking like, oh man. Can I just get to the setup? Setup be good. Component setup, typically. There it is. Setup on page 11. Okay, cool. Gotta love the fact they don't show you pictures. Okay, I just want to go to the back. Hopefully they have like a very, very helpful thing. Hey, when I have a rules question, a simple one, I'm going to be so glad that instead of putting, a quick reference or a guide or something useful on the back, you put pictures of more crap I could buy for your game. Thanks. Yeah. That's a scary rule booklet to me right there. I'd read that before I made that $150 decision. I wonder what size rule book will be. It's a big box. I imagine it's going to be like not tick to ride side. This would be a square. That'd be stupid. I imagine it's going to be like a. By the way, those are incredibly inefficient. Those square boxes, the square rule booklets as well. That's why they do away with them, the large ones. Okay, I imagine it's going to be like a pandemic size, just like a Wow, yeah. I'm sure that was real helpful to no one. A couple inches, 8, 10, some 8 by 10, I think it is. Update. I'm going to guess you just dumped a bunch of information and nobody's talking about it. I'm just shot in the dark. Oh, no, this actually looks like a robust one. And you're asking questions. Yes, you got 127 engagement here. Kudos on that update. Take backseat. So customer service there, that's a good one. Schmat for it's really SCP in disguise. Nice. So they're trying to... And this is great. I'm going to give them kudos on this because I checked out another project. It was the Jane Austen one, where I didn't feel like they were doing a great job. No index. Yeah, no index. Yeah, index. There is not a single person on this planet that will complain if you shrink your components from 6 pages to 3 pages and then use 3 pages of index or glossary or a table of content or anything. Anything. Go old school and have a massive cutout player reference that 80% of people won't cut out because we're all weird. And the 20% of us will be like, that's so useful. Okay? Like, seriously, kick it old school with those 30 pages. But dear God, we don't need to see more of your components. I'm literally trying to play your game, which is full of your components. Now's not the time to be showing off. Especially if you don't have pre-painted minis, which you do nothing but show painted minis, which I just think is an odd choice. All right, what is this? From 914. So no, I don't care. What is this? Oh, it's constantly updated. This is an interesting way to do it. Fund it. So it's giving you a timeline. I actually don't hate this. I think this is kind of a great idea. Like if we're talking about pinning things on your comment section, which you can do on Kickstarter and GameFound, I honestly kind of love this idea. Player Aid Summary for the back page. I mean, yeah, that's the way to go. Player Aid Summary on the back page. Who's complaining, right? Especially if it's all information that's not on your player reference card. Oh boy, that's my favorite. But yeah, I love this. I'm going to go third of a point grade bump up on this. I don't think I've seen a lot of people do something like this. I've seen people do it after the campaign is over, like on the main image. I know I saw, who was it? I want to give him a shout out for it. Carla from the company, God dang it. I don't remember, but they do a great job on that. I kind of love that idea. I want to see more people do it. Thumb up. All right, I thought SCP community would show up in droves. Please, for the final push, let's get that solo. Whoa, is there a solo mode? Wow, I'm glad I'm just now finding about this 27 minutes into the campaign because I just happened to randomly peruse through your comment section, said no one. Just wait, there's still one last surprise breach coming. I'm sure the maintaining O5s will step in and save the world. I feel dumb for having to ask this, but you guys have an expected date for delivery. We have a roadmap. Yeah, well, it's not in a great spot. Duh. Like, put it where I'm buying stuff. Like, the organization matters, because I know I can't complain about it as much, because you can just click and get to the stuff you want to get to, but still make it a cohesive, fun story to go through, especially if I'm an SCP fan. I just want to scroll and give you my money and have fun. And I don't feel like I did that as an SCP fan. Like, and as a board gamer, I certainly don't feel like paying $150 for your 60-minute game with a 30-page rule booklet. I just don't think you sold it to me particularly well. So let's give this one a grade. FAQ as well. Okay. Awesome. And I love being able to search through the FAQ. Do I want it? I gotta double check though. Is this their first game? Because they also didn't talk about like Dig Deep Gaming board game. I just want to make sure, because if they're a first time publisher, red flags hit a little bit different than if they're not. I searched for another product by Dig Deep Gaming. Yeah, so it said it was a relaunch of the Kickstarter. Was supposed to start their GameFound campaign soon, but after some pressure from the potential backers, they've opted to delay that. That's right, I did delay this out quite a while because, yeah, by 2 months while they send review copies out to YouTubers. Oh yeah, so that's a huge duh. Like, you gotta know that. It's just the bare bones industry standard, and the fact that you're like, we gotta delay, guys. We didn't realize we should send things out to content creators to get videos and quotes. And we didn't get quotes, by the way. We could have took them. We could have sent an easy email to these people we're paying money to and say, hey, can you throw me a quote? Here's a little industry secret. A lot of times you could be like, in particular, if any of these things were stuff that you liked about the game, that's one thing we're really trying to spotlight. Like, telling you, from a content creator, if you tell me a specific part of the game that you wanted me to spotlight more than another part, and I actually like, oh yeah, the variability was crazy. That's how you do it. And instead, they have no quotes. So you got the videos, and the game was initially a Kickstarter campaign 4 years ago. Whoa, okay. So they raised $10,000 and then they canceled. That's everybody's favorite. You mean you didn't actually need $1,200 to make this miniatures game? I'm shocked. Ugh. Cancel and relaunch. So, wow, 4 years. Holy Toledo. We decided to cancel the current campaign and relaunch in the near future. It's a heartbreaking decision to make. Yeah. I would love to go through this, but I'm just going to browse it real quick and just. Don't have time for that. Final grade. Do I want it? No. No, I don't. Not with the price, because how much is it, I think, is directly attached to this. And if I'm an SCP fan, I still think I'm probably out, because it's getting made and I can get the retail version after the fact. You even told me that. You even told me, hey, you can get this other crummy version after the fact. But it's like, all right, well, maybe I'll risk that crummy version instead of paying $150 or probably closer to $250, $300, whatever the hell it was, because you organized this so incredibly poorly. Don't want to know. Can you do it? I have serious concerns. I would watch a video, and even better than that, I would take the time to read that 24-page rule booklet. I know it's 30, but you could probably skip the first 6 pages unless you just want to ogle their components, which I don't imagine is why you're there. It's there, though. There's videos. You can make an informed buying decision. So, can you do it? Plus, they have $91,000, right? So, can you do it is a yes. I imagine that this game will physically get to your house if you back it. But will it be what you want it to be? And here's the other thing. I'm really curious to see if there's some people that have play tested this over the years and posted about it on Board Game Geek. That's part of the reason why I love Board Game Kitty. So there was an SCP The Boardgame, and then there was an SCP Boardgame Confidential Crisis, and SCP The Boardgame Weapons and Armor expansion, which apparently came out 2 years ago. Okay. This is a 3 to 13 player expansion. Okay, so no longer for 2, now it goes to 13. Nothing here. So this was the original. This is a whole different thing. That's a whole different thing. Okay, I don't know. Can you do it? I don't feel particularly comfortable that it's going to be a great game. I hate to say that sort of stuff. Biodelic says hard pass. Yeah, I'm trying to say that in a polite way. Can you do it? I would be concerned unless you read the rules and you're like, man, this sounds awesome. And then how much is it? Doesn't feel great, but it doesn't feel terrible when you're making this small of a print run on a miniatures game. Like, you have to remember, typically, when you're making a miniatures game, and when you're making extra miniatures on the side to sell, 500 is not the 500's not the number that you want to come to the factory and be like, yeah, that's we want to get a 500 print run. Like, you're open for 1,000, 1,500, something like that. So, And then just seeing that first one canceled, and they only asked for 1,000, which I don't even know. That's a hard one to read into, finding it so late. So final grade is it's not good. Like, I don't feel like if I'm an SCP fan, I feel like I have to get it. And if I'm a board game fan, I absolutely just like, I've seen so many red flags here that have burned me on other miniatures games in the past. Over the last 12 years, I said it right from the jump. I feel like this campaign could have made $1 million 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Now, I feel like with how many times people have been burned, there's just so many little things here that scare the hell out of me. So I'm going to go with a D+. C minus D+. I have a good way to do this. Let's find out how popular SCP is, right? I feel like that's a fair barometer on my C minus D+. The SCP. So what is an SCP? I don't even feel like if I wasn't a fan, you did any sort of thing to help me figure this out. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a D+. I don't know. D+. Let me know in the comments what's your final grade for SCP The Boardgame, and if you have a suggestion of a game, or since now I'm doing some 1230s from time to time, anything, tech, video game, RPG, drop it in the comments below. I'll be sure to check it out. In particular, I love the bad ones. I also love the good ones too. And you know what? I'm going to go with a C-. I'm going up for the D+ for one simple reason, and that is I absolutely think this is one of the best pinned comments that I've seen in my time on GameFound, and I hope that other companies use this because it's a pretty, I mean, obviously you don't need to have the days that didn't do anything, but it's really useful and it helps catch people up. I guess some people do it like right at the front of their page, and I actually kind of like that better, but I don't hate this. Yeah, D+, never mind. No, C-. Committed. Let's go. Get out. C-. Let's go.